Okay, using an RJ.
Yep.
We're looking for VT and
Blummer. It's the Alicia room.
okay.
Are you dropping soon? Because they're waiting on us.
Right, dropping. I totally forgot this is 7v7. My bad. Remember to start your stream though.
Yeah, it started.
Alright, it's 10. Alright, it's 10 minutes delay. Totally forgot.
Their comp are quite different than what I would expect.
Is there a smoke ship?
To,
Is there a smoke ship limit?
yep, but Shura doesn't have smoke.
Alright.
I'm checking the comps, and I'm a bit surprised, to be honest, to see what I'm seeing there. It's because I expected two sins because of the American smoke. You probably expected kind of the same.
Mashira.
Torp reload Shira.
Looking at their battleship comments, double Nagato with, is it a Myoko?
Yeah, both sides have a Miyoko. One have an Atlanta, the other have a Belfast, which I'm a bit surprised. To be honest, I would have used Indianapolis for both
Considering you
cruisers.
Indianapolis buff, taking Myoko is actually a pick for kiting. But if you're picking a pick for kiting, I'd probably select the Algerie because of range. Interesting choices, though. I mean, IGNHE is sure something that you would look forward to.
Yep. IGN HE is good. Miyoko has kind of good HE as well, to be honest.
Yep, the most
AAA has,
restricting. Yeah,
and
the most restricting thing to Myoko is most likely the range
exactly,
itself. But other than that, every tier 7 ship has a large citadel for cruisers, so I don't think. Well, let's see. At least he had 10-kilometer torpedoes that might surprise someone.
yeah. To be honest, why I would take Indianapolis to Indianapolis even over anything else is more because 9.9 kilometer radar is probably the best answer to that.
Yeah, basically the upgraded radar is pretty much a very, very good pick now for Indianapolis in tier 7.
Exactly. It's it's a bit why I'm like
Like
surprised of
it's
the
lacking rate of fire, it's lacking a little bit of firepower, but it doesn't make the difference. The teammate will do it for you. Like you're just only there to like press radar, fire a salvo, and then coordinate with your teammate. Basically
exact.
that. Not surprised that both teams are using Hiryu.
Nope, I'm not surprised at that.
We
Kaga has one less squadron. Saipan being banned, and let's be honest, Ranger isn't there at all. So Iryu is probably the best pick. For battleships, I may have would have chose on both sides, both nice and outs. Why? AA. If you plan to have one Belfast and one smoke destroyer, you need AA. And Nagato has fucking bad AA. That's something
Now,
I've.
Nagato Ace is alright for like close range, since if you expect BFT for it, it is actually pretty alarming for tier 7 planes.
Yeah,
I was more surprised that team. I mean, yeah, tier 7, you could probably like see good cruiser anti-air, but overall, if you can actually think that like Belfast is going to be a thing,
exactly.
and Gneisenau probably will also be a thing, but think about this: you still have a lot of chances to strike people with. So, I mean, yeah, you get air denied, but if you can spec your formation correctly, you probably could bring a Kaga to face Interior.
Exactly.
Anyway, game started. Oh, is it the wrong? I think it's the wrong spawn. Yeah, I think. Yeah, this is also why in skirms we always fuck up, because there's so many modes on this map. Yep, wrong spawns. Wargaming, come on, no one plays zigzag mode on this map. My god. But anyway, interesting fact is, both teams did not notice that the spawn is wrong.
Yeah, both teams are new to SL, so it's something that may happen.
I was tempted to bring a Zuiho, then the next thing came in mind is like, oh, right, no auto drops anymore. I mean, only
Exactly.
auto drops. Shit.
Exactly. All right, we already have our ships.
All right, let's wait for them to create the room again.
Yep. Room is up.
All right, it's down there. Right, let's go. Back to the normal spawn. I mean, normal cap layout.
Yep. Comps are the same.
Yep. Oh, let's hope Miyoko's would have the good flanking spot on the spawn.
Yeah, the right one. This one. This time. Did my game crash?
Your game crashed?
Yeah, I'm not logged in.
You
So,
have 25 seconds for it.
and with my SSD, it should be fine.
You still have 15. All right, game started.
Yeah, I'm logging in and loading in. Alright, I loaded in.
All right. Since they are not used to the SL rules, they forgot that both of us are CVs. We can all just suicide ourselves. But anyway, that doesn't really matter.
Yeah, while on my side they just moved.
Well, I mean, both sides didn't move to begin with, so it should be fine. Both of them should be fine. Looking on what's going on the Blue Mermaid side, it is going to. I think they're focusing on CCAP as a whole.
Alright, then VT is focusing on B side. All their ships is going B side.
Yep, and unfortunately, God help me, 8 torpedo hits, no flooding.
Oh god, I got the flooding at least. Oh, we're seeing quite about everybody from Blue Mermaids. With
Including the guys now from the 2 line, right?
yep,
Yeah, basically they are not making a move yet. They do have a destroyer going to C, but I'm not sure if they're gonna make it. Because look at VT's air spotting, most likely the planes they do have like one side fighter, and that's basically about it. Mahan running into C cab right now. It's gonna enter in like 10 seconds.
this Sims is already in B cap. The Shiratsu is outside B cap, going in, but since it doesn't run smoke, it will be different.
Looking at Blue Mermaid Sims, he's in the position at right near the fighter over the 4 line, but that was his position wise he's screening for his grenades now for now. Let's see if he would really encounter the 2 destroyers that are coming out of B.
There's one battleships on
Oh, that's a pretty good strafe from Blue Mermaid CV there.
yeah. They're both running 3-1-2.
Oh,
The
unfortunate move. Yak, the VTCV just got calculated by his strafe, and he didn't do the escape strafe early enough, so he strafed his own fighters.
yeah.
They're probably gonna lose the war for now, even though this Mahan's gonna get spotted. He's taking 1 torpedo. Yes, he's taking 1 torpedo,
What
and he's now
VT?
forced to smoke.
Yeah. What VT isn't doing is not using their destroyer to smoke their battleships, which may cause them a lot in the future. They're
They are not spotted until like this moment. Like we now see them. We basically Bloomer doesn't see, can't see their whole fleet until like right now, like 4 minutes into the game. That's
So
pretty much a big disadvantage because they don't know where the enemy team is. They don't know how to deploy themselves. They can only do what they are planned. But now their Mahans have health. They pretty much needed a good chunk of their destroyers or a good chunk of their cruisers for now.
yeah, well, I see something in VT's captains that I'm surprised. A Miyoko running survivability expert, while the Shiratsuyu, who doesn't run smoke, doesn't run survivability expert, which is surprising because
Kind of reverse, kind of reverse from you see from like very high tier competitive gameplays from EU, both EU and NA meta. Like all
yeah,
the destroyers will run survivability expert.
except from the fog teams, which I don't know why don't run
Yep.
survivability experts.
Alright, Belfast is seen. I don't think anyone will have a shot on him. He's perfectly safe.
Yeah, he's moving
And
behind the
now
islands.
yeah, and all of the VT guys are now just basically invisible. Ah, he's spotted again. Never mind. Belfast spotted again.
But he's behind an island, so he should be safe.
Let's see if this Genizer now can actually shoot over it. He might have a shot. I don't think he had time for now. Yeah.
I see the two battleships. Did they shoot? I'm not sure. But uh, I
None of the guys shot.
so it's the CV spotting them.
Okay.
What I see from both these teams is two teams not using their destroyer smokes to smoke their team and help their team out, which may cause them in the long term.
Most likely Blue Mermaid's fleet is spotted because of air spotting.
Yep.
And both destroyers from their side is also limited on their positions because they're getting air spotted for all times. Plus, the planes on Blue Mermaid side isn't actually pulling. They aren't actually pulling out. They aren't pulling out for more areas,
Yep.
which this may lose them a lot of spotting since like for now we only see both of their Nagatos. Oh, violence is getting really close there.
Yep. And by the way, what I'm seeing is Blue Mermaid CVs isn't using his fighters properly to, unlike Yak from VT, because
No,
Yak
I
is,
mean he's having good clearance on the air. Like
yeah.
he's winning the air war, fine. But for spotting role, I think he is a little bit off yak for at the moment.
Oh, Blaze is smoking his Nagato and his Miyoko to,
Yep, but his Miyoko's pretty far off from position, and there's torpedoes going for him for now.
yeah,
You
and
should
the
probably see it.
Miyoko moved away from the smoke, but the Nagato violence is in his smoke.
Yep. Tiger should be cool for now. The only thing that could shred him is the Miyoko and a Sims. Oh, I mean Mahan. Sims is coming out. Mahan got forced smoke again. This is gonna be pretty bad. This is the second time this Mahan was forced to smoke
It's not a good
himself.
thing to be forced to smoke in a competitive meta because in the long term, your big ships will need the smoke for themselves
Yeah.
to be able to.
Oh, this is a bad turn. Oh, that was a very risky turn from Tigers there.
Yeah, I agree. And Cowpie being broadside may not be a good thing either.
Yep. And oh, as we say this, their destroyers just took VT destroyers just took a cap.
Exactly.
This is gonna get into a huge lead since most of the Blue Memory guys are still sitting behind C cap. They don't know what they need to do for now.
And Atlanta from Blue Mermaid will get probably
He's
nuke
he's
soon.
not he's not getting punished for now. He is safe behind an island. From what
Uh,
we see, both battleships don't have the crossfire angle on him at the moment.
for now, no, because he moved right at the right time because violence was moving to shoot him. And there's 16 Torbs going for the Atlanta because the Shiratsu you use.
Mahan and Sims just coordinated a torpedo set, but I think they are for the Nagato for violence.
And a lot of
One for Sims is going for Cowpies as well. Cowpie might take some if he is not slowing down or reversing.
yeah, and I think the Blue Mermaid man is quite low on health now because I saw two people shooting at him directly.
He's down to 2,700 health, and the Myoko down on the far side of C, he's down to 14,000 health. VT put a very, very good map control there.
VT controlled the maps completely. And I will say this, the Belfast is hiding behind an island near D waiting for the Myoko.
Yeah, this is a very good tactic choice because I mean, since they knew all of the Blue Mermaid guys are like above C, they aren't really pushing out at the moment. It's a good thing that they position Belfast behind the lines, since when Belfast gets spotted, he just pops radar and then he'll basically see what's going into him.
Exactly. And the Belfast is moving towards C to radar the
Oh,
destroyers.
actually, what happened to Violence? He just took a lot of health off while we were talking over his C cap. Ooh, he's
Uh,
down to like 12,000.
Violence,
Very, very dangerous health there.
the problem is that he's in a Nagato. Nagato, let's be honest, doesn't have armor.
Well, he just lost from like near full health down to that health. And Cowpies is going to run into trouble right now because he's forced to cover,
Yeah.
and there's a set of torpedoes going into him. He's probably going to turn into it.
The
S-
Atlanta is most likely dead. Oh,
No, he dodged that. But there will be another torpedo on the Nagato. Cowpies is most likely dead there. Like
yeah.
he got cross dropped. Oh, this is gonna be bad for VT. Straight down in 30 seconds. They lost a Nagato, and their other Nagato is not healthy at all.
And the man from Blue Mermaids died at the same time, so it's also not
Oh,
good
for
for Blue.
Cowpies, it's a pretty good trade. That was a pretty good trade. Like, he's going down. He just focuses guns on the Mahan that just got spotted.
Exactly. It was a really good trade because a destroyer it can save lives in competitive.
Ooh, this Atlanta, is he in danger of taking torpedo? Actually, nope. But he's still burning.
The Atlanta is now spotted. You will probably be focused now.
All right, the Belfast is pushing up to C cap since I think he could
Yeah,
cap right behind. Oh wait, oh never mind. He smoked. He smoked at the position to try and cover his team with his full health firepower.
exactly. I see the VT guys telling their teams to focus the Atlanta,
Yep, the Atlanta is very, very
and the
low right
Nagato
now.
is dead.
Oh, that is game. Ooh. He sure doesn't see the torpedoes until like the last second there.
Yeah, it's what made their CVs to.
Right. Yep, as I said, Blue Memory side got a very, very good air control, but seems like they didn't really take advantage of it. Like, look
Exactly.
at how many, like, their hero got 30 plane kills compared to 17, while they have an Atlanta doing like a lot of plane kills
Exactly.
for like the suicide spotting. But seems like they didn't really spread out. Like, look how VT just actually actively rotate on the map. They on Bloomer's side, they didn't really rotate. They sat behind CCAP waiting for the enemy to come in. It's not a bad tactic, but it's just like they, as tier 7 battleships, they are not that mobile. They are pretty slow. They lost a lot of point lead to VT while they're waiting for them to come in.
Exactly.
But you must say, like that moment when both of their Nagatos are such a low health, they're like, oh, this is going to be a comeback.
It's what I expected, but at the same time, we know VT because they ask us for training. We may be a gold standard team, but at the same time, they came to us to train.
Hey, don't be too biased.
I'm not biased at all. It's just these guys knows our crazy it can get in competitive because they train a lot against competitive clans like us cute like
they do show that they have knowledge to move over the map. Like
exactly
definitely, you see them are they are very aggressive. They're taking mobiles. Of course, like they do a lot of errors as well, like how their Nagato, how Violence got nuked, and how Cowpies was forced to get in position to cover him.
exactly
But other than that, I'd say VTV did a very good map control. They've never lost decap. They even gained A cap, which is on the enemy spawn, and forced Blue Mermaid to just hide behind C cap because they're not actually pushing out from anywhere.
exactly
Anyway, that's GG for both teams.
good
It's
game for
definitely
both
it was
teams.
it was definitely intense for the last 2 minutes. Like just suddenly have just the game just throws around left and
Exactly,
right.
it's what a 7v7 does compared to what we're used as 9v9s at tier 8s, which some ships are quite strong at tier 8s. At tier 7 most cruisers are strong, except maybe the York, but that's a different choice.
Hey, if you say York isn't strong, I'm bringing my York out next time.
Sui, you're a special player. You're
No,
not
no,
an
no. I'll
average.
show you how a York works. I believe someone called Otago will also agree with that. Don't worry. But anyway, I think they do have match support channel.
Yeah, I'd. Round 2 is up. Time to do this. Which teams are which? We have NGA and RR.
Both of them did participate SL. Did NJ participate SL last season? I mean, season
Nope.
4.
RR did though.
There are two R teams. Just to remind, this is RD. So confirmation, we're streaming only 3 matches tonight, or are we streaming all 6 rounds?
It's 3 matches tonight and 3 tomorrow.
Okay.
Hey, Clads, thanks for the follow, by the way. Okay, it's the Epic Leveler room. We can join.
Okay. Oh, Sea of Fortune. I love and hate this map for a reason.
No destroyers, and that's surprising.
All right. Wait. Yeah, there was no. Wait. No destroyers. What? So they brought two Atlantans and two Belfasts.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Hey
So
Sterling,
they
thanks
are
for the
trying.
follow.
So they're trying to. They're trying to do a full radar duration on the cap.
Yeah,
Very interesting.
that's quite
Lantern
interesting.
radar is 25 seconds. Am I correct?
25 seconds for both Atlanta and Belfast with 8.5 kilometers.
So they have a total of 50, 110 seconds. That's enough to cover like the whole time if they know how to rotate it. Holy,
Exactly. And
holy.
NGA having participated and entered in SL in season 3, and RR having taken part in season
Ooh,
4 and 3 and
ooh. This
2,
is
it will
yeah. This
be
is
really a really good game to watch.
holy. Like whoever is the audience, have you ever like seen a competitive game in World of Warships that had no destroyers? Watch this.
Yeah,
Watch this.
but I feel it will be something else. And by the way, oh, they're using a Kaga. NGA is using a Kaga this time with one Sharn and one Nice.
Hang on. Do we have a premium limit for this?
Nope,
No premium limit.
only
Okay,
two smokes
cool.
limits and Saipan and Flint are banned.
All right. I think R would come in and be like super confused, like what is this sorcery?
Yep.
Like I would too. Like come in. Wait, no Valsh. I mean, no destroyers, bro.
Myoko, Atlanta, Shiratsuyu, Sims, Nagato, and Sharnorst for with an Iryu. So I feel
So
RR
with
will win the air
R will
war.
dominate caps if they can actually zone the Belfast or the Arizona out. But for now, I do think that if NGA gets the good position at the start, they would pretty much just deny all the caps. The
Exactly.
question is, how do they cap?
Yep. Ow. Oh well, it's Sea of Fortune. There's a lot of way to caps in a cruiser, even a battleship, on this map.
Alright, hope I can really kill myself this time by using 8 torpedoes. I mean, come on, with a flooding flag, you don't get like a flood on 8 in 8
That-
torpedoes. That is just insane.
exactly. That's even surprising. NGA is going for the triple cap.
For now,
Uh,
NGA.
RR is going for the triple, not the triple cap, double cap, since they have two destroyers and they see that the enemy team doesn't even have a destroyer.
Right. From spawn, of course, as I do expect, Belfast is sticking with the Atlanta. I
Yeah,
think they're gonna make use of the Belfast smoke to try and push in the cap with the radar, and that will be a very big advantage on this on our side because
it's the
they
good
only have
side.
Atlanta.
It's the good side to not to use no destroyers. To be honest,
Right, this time I got a flood.
I
Very
got
good.
the Shiratsuyu is going A with an Atlanta and And that's it.
Pretty much, I do expect
They're
this
all
Kaga
going
to.
all they're all going A for RR.
For NGA, they're now hurdling up in B. Probably they're trying to do a massive B push. Let's see if R could get the chance and just flank them from the side.
I'm seeing a good CV play from the RR CV that doesn't want to engage at first. Probably because their Sims is probably a spec as well.
Now we see the Shira, well, basically anything other than the Nagato.
The Nagato is a bit behind, but it's going also A. We saw the
Is
Belfast
anyone
going B. Everybody's going A for NGA
Hmm.
and for RR.
For now, as you see, NGA are all surrounded around the caps there. Oh, Belfast did he just shoot the he probably cannot see the Belfast.
Mountain is seen.
Yep, now he's seen. That's a torpedo from either the Miyoko, I guess.
No, it
Yeah,
was a
that's
CV
definitely a
tour.
torpedo.
A CV torp. The Miyoko just launched his torps.
Right, now the Belfast just smoked for the Gneiss to push in.
Yep. There's Miyoko torps
And there
going
comes
there
the
as
strike
well.
package. The strike package of Kaga is incoming now.
Yep.
I mean, this strike package